Hello, lovelies. This is Erin Noel and the Voice of ALETA coming to you live at 3 o'clock for the Luscious program. I'm so happy that you're here. If you're catching me for the very first time, hello. I'm so excited that we have connected. I'm so excited that the universe has aligned us so that you're catching this message right here and now. And I know that whoever is meant to be watching this, whoever is meant to catch this message is going to be here, that will be at least watching the replay. And if you are one of those people watching the replay, then say hello. I'd love to connect with you and just welcome you into this world. Hello, Candace. So awesome to see you. So you guys have possibly, maybe, been getting little nuggets of information that have led you to here, knowing that Luscious is my next program that I am launching, and today is the last day for early bird pricing. And I really wanted to come on and speak to you guys about what this program really is about and why you want it, why it is what is required essentially for you to have the life that you have been dreaming about having with your lover, with your partner. Maybe it's someone that you're with right now and you know that you can take it to the next level. Maybe you've been in a long-term committed relationship and you know you're on cruise control and you're just seeking, desiring something so much more deep, or to reignite the flame that was there with you guys. Or maybe you're not in such a good relationship and you're looking for a way to transition, but you don't want your love life to just end there. You don't want to be full of the fears and the worries and just the complaints and the disconnect that you have right now, and bring that into your future where you feel like, I can't have it, it's never going to be, or I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to even touch it anymore. I'm just so annoyed by it. And any of those situations, ladies, I am letting you know this course will do so much for you in terms of turning things around on a dime, on turning your perspective, of knowing exactly what you're capable of and what is possible in your partnerships, in your relationships. Because what you're experiencing right now is great, possibly, or not great, but I'm telling you, in this course, you're going to get exactly the insights that you need to up-level, to almost blow your mind on how you've been relationshiping and what is actually possible there for you between two people. And it doesn't have anything to do with the guy. It absolutely has nothing to do with him and everything to do with you. And when you look at that way, it could be like, oh man, I can't believe she's saying that, or I can't believe like I carry like this burden, or wow, it's all on me. You might be even confused because you might be so annoyed in your relationship right now. But it also is the greatest truth and also the greatest sigh of relief that you could possibly hear, because now it means you don't have to coerce, you don't have to try to manipulate this other person. There's nothing with force that has to happen in order for you to create this love space, this deep love space that you know you want, that is your dream. And when you look at it that way, that is just music to your ears, because that means you can have exactly what you want with grace, with a poise and a posture that embodies this great peace, this inner peace. And it also means that you can just flow, command what it is that you desire to come into your experience. That you don't have to get the buy-in from your partner. You don't have to sign an agreement. You don't have to have a deep conversation up front about this course that you want to take, and that you guys need it together. There is no buy-in at all. Right from the get-go, you are owning yourself. You are stepping up in the most empowered way that is possible. And that's exactly what your life in relationshiping is, what it takes actually to get you to that jazzy, amazing space with someone. Now, for those of you who don't know my story, that don't know my background, I will tell you that I have experienced, lived through the beginning, the middle, and the end, and even I'll say post-end, if that's even possible, if that even exists, but post-end in the relationship space to actually get to this really luscious, the most fulfilling, satisfying place for the partner. I take everything that I have experienced, lived through, understood, what I have actually done in order to transform myself, in order to move through these stages, meaning understanding myself, what it is that I want, understanding the desires inside, being able to speak for that, having the voice to do that, which means you're entering those tough, pokey, dreaded conversations almost with your partner, to then navigating what it was there to discover between me and him, coming through that in the most empowered way so that both people were actually being honored, that both people were getting an outcome that served them, their highest level, what served them. It didn't matter at all exactly what happened inside, because the outcome, the intention was to get to a place that allowed me to be happy and whole, and for him to be happy and whole. And so it's learning, it's understanding how to navigate these places with that intention as well. And then moving into the place of resolve. How are we going to, fix this? How are we going to come together here? How are we going to really get to that satisfying place where we know that we're doing what serves our own hearts as well as what's best for each of us, really having that unconditional loving operation there. And then getting to a place now, learning the new operations of yourself, myself, this is what I did, learning exactly what it was that I held and how to be in my power, how to exude a certain energy so that the change could actually happen post, for me, divorce. What ended up for me and my husband in those discoveries was a separation. And then after that, now leading my own life as a single woman to call in the partner that literally has blown my mind on what is possible. But at the same time, it doesn't blow my mind because that's exactly who I decided I was going to be and what I was going to create and what I was going to call into my life. And so everything that is going to be shared here in this course, Luscious, is all of those stages, all of those life experiences compressed, condensed into intense, very, very full modules, discussions, teachings, transformations for you that is going to allow you to come out on the other side for yourself, being in total bliss and total joy and total confidence that there is not a piece of you that you have left out, that there's not a piece of you that you have quieted down for the sake of something else, that you can truly be in your power now because you understand what that means, you understand what that takes in order to get to this beautiful connection with another person. So that is why I created this course. It literally is a condensed version of everything that I have learned and applied in my own life for you. And so you can pick it up and you can run with it and have time compressed so that you don't spend as much time in worry and quandary and confusion and debate like I did. You will have my hand to hold as you navigate your own deep, probably private questions, contemplations that you have right now in your love life with your partner. And so let me back up a second and talk about what you're probably thinking when you with your love life, when you evaluate this committed relationship that you have, when you evaluate possibly your future with a new person, with the man of your dreams, is that we tend to fall back on the beliefs, on the storyline that we've told ourselves that what we have is just what we have, that we get to just deal with it, that we get to manage it, that we can, as a woman, there's a lot of pride, and we've come through, generations of now knowing exactly how capable we are. And so we apply that same philosophy here. I can do it. I can fix it. I'll figure it out. There's probably some things that we want to just not make public, and because of shame. And so I have put together a course called LUSCIOUS, and I was talking about what that is and why you actually want it. I am so excited for it, actually, because I know that the material that's going in there is life-changing. I have taken everything from my own life, pre, during, post, and even post-post, my relationship, we'll say struggles, we'll say heartbreaks, we'll say, oh my fucking God, this is not what was supposed to happen. What happened? And so I'm able to talk people through the pre, the middle, and the post, and then actually get into that place of being in an absolutely mind-blowing love relationship with their man. And it's not because they found the perfect guy. It's not because they, coerced him into being somebody and he changed. It actually has everything to do with her. It has everything to do with you. And that's what I was just explaining on the last live. So in case that got deleted, I'm going to repeat it here. That can be one of the hardest things that we hear, that everything that you desire in your love relationship is actually what you can create. That can have some weight to it. It could have some confusion to it. It could have some resistance to it. Whoa, wait a minute. He's responsible too. Yes. But actually, you're the one that's going to cause this shift. You're the one that's going to exude a different you that he then responds to. And if you're not in a relationship right now, or you're trying to get out of a relationship because you realize it's not healthy, and you're wanting to create the love of loves in your next relationship, this is also super valuable information that I'm going to be sharing, because you want to know how to hold yourself. You want to know the power that you are. You want to know exactly what it is that needs to be transformed, how you can transform in order to create the love of your dreams. And there is no more of this, I'm going to just wait. I think this is just a rough period for us. I'm capable, I know that I'm going to be able to handle this and it's just going to pass. Maybe your story or what you say right now to yourself is, I can manage this. I can, maybe I'm just being too picky, or, maybe I'll figure something out. But time just keeps passing. And what happens in these situations when you keep saying these things to yourself is that it actually never does change. And so over time, you begin to feel exhausted. You start feeling resentment for your partner because you're like, God damn it, why am I putting in all the work? Why am I doing all the self-help work? Why am I the one that's curious and I'm going for help and you're not? It could be all those things that you begin to feel resentment, and that energy right there is already going to distance your partner. I speak in terms of energy. And so in this Luscious course, we are going to be diving into the energetics of you and the energetics of the environment, the dynamic that is between you and your partner. It is figuring out exactly what you want. It is in being able to uphold that, exude that in the way that you speak, in the way that you walk, in the way that you think, in the way that you just show up in a room. And the only way to get to this level, to this lady that we're talking about who literally commands without a word, is to understand how to tap into, to know her. These are actually all innate gifts that you have, number one. And so it's learning exactly what those are and bringing them out into practice. And it's also understanding where you've been operating from already. Everything that's in an outward manifestation that you see in your life is from this inner place. This blind spot, I'll call it, the root of things, I'll call it, from the illusion, I'll call it. There's several different references, and you'll understand the slight, definition of those and the differences between those. But essentially, there's something inside that you can't see that is causing your emotional responses, the way that you speak, the way that you respond, the way that you make decisions. Everything revolves around this one place. And so it's important that we get to that one place, the root, to understand how then it needs to be healed so that you can have the permanent change. And the permanent change isn't just in your love life and having this most amazing, dreamy love relationship. It's actually going to change every other area of your life. It's going to change the way that you communicate and you vibe with your children and the way that they respond to you. It's going to change the dynamic of your home. Literally, the energy within your home is going to change. The way that you build your business or you have your profession or career, you're even going to see changes in those realms because we're changing you so that you can actually have the love, the deep satisfaction, that intimacy, that connection with someone that you so desperately want. And even if you're in a relationship that is good, really is good, and you're a great couple and people are, admiring you or always have great comments about you guys, there is another level for you as well. There is another level. You don't need to stay where you are. And maybe that zing, that flame between you guys has diffused. And so this course will reignite that flame because we're igniting you. And so also to the comment about this is all about you and creating what you want, that is also music to your ears because now that means you don't need the buy-in from your partner. You don't need to have a discussion about this. You don't need to agree that this is the next thing for you guys. You don't even need to let him say yes, he agrees that you guys could use some improvement. I mean, this is everything at its core of stepping into this course within an empowerment that is actually going to be everything that's going to lead you to what you want in your relationship. It starts here. You being an empowered version of you, knowing that you're going in this because you know that there is something here for you that you haven't been taught, that you don't see, that you don't really understand, that you don't know how to actually use. But it's this empowered piece that's going to allow you to craft, create, and draw in everything that you have been wanting in your love life. Trust me, I have lived it. I am on the other side now, living the most beautiful, jaw-dropping relationship because of the understanding that I that I got through my journey and the transformation that I made on myself, and recognizing what that was, what those steps were to actually transform me, so that then I could call in exactly the experience that I want around me. So, if you guys have questions, you can pop up a question right now in the live. If you're writing on a replay, I'll circle back and answer your questions too. But, you know, there's no more living in this place, you guys, of it's fine. And you pretending that you're satisfied with where you are with your love life, in your partnership. And maybe you're in a committed relationship. Maybe you're in a brand new relationship. Maybe you're looking for one. But I can tell you that what you're living right now is only a fraction of what is possible for you. You do have a dream. You do have that spark of what you want to feel and how you want to be treated and how you want the vibe to be between you guys. You know what kind of support you want to offer one another. You want to know the type of intimacy that you want in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom. You want to be able to touch and be playful and every moment be just erotic and so enjoyable in your life. And you being able to actually lead those spaces as well. So this luscious name, it's not necessarily like about sexuality or sensuality or how to be seductive. Luscious is a word that I use because it absolutely feels that way when you arrive at this place. When you have this attractive connection with another person, it is luscious. It just melts you.